Hey everyone, how about here, Bruno? If you're on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, in this video, we're going to be doing our full breakdown and some fun little team builds for the 8-year anniversary Dokkan Festival exclusive LRGT unit. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So the alternate name for this is going to be LRGT4, so sometimes I'll call that as well, but we're going to stick to Spirit Bomb GT as of right now. And I'll tell you what, the 8-year anniversary does not disappoint. They're fantastic units. And let's go ahead and start with a breakdown with the card art. And I really do like the GT unit better than the Z unit. I like the kind of maroonish red color. Of course, very resemblant to the color that you see for Super Saiyan 4. And I don't know, the red and the blue highlights, just really incredible. I'd still like the TUR better than SSR. Again, similar with the Z unit there, but I'll tell you what, the LRs are just incredible. Again, with the red and blue effects there, and then the transformation of the standby effect, you can see the Super Saiyans, and then also the Goku in the background. You'll see the animated version, because the animated version of this is just absolutely beautiful, and but you'll see that later on in the breakdown. But yeah, I love the card art, especially the base LR with the red and blue. Now let's go ahead and break down the unit and go over the details here. And you probably have seen this ad nauseum, but I'll go give you at least my thoughts on this unit here. And this is the Miraculous Final Battle GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And let's make this, well, actually, let's look at the stats first. The HP is 21,900. The attack is 20,420, and then a ridiculous 15,000 flat defense there. Very strong stats, just like the Z unit. I think Z units have better attack stat, but more defense when it comes to this unit here. Now, when you make this bigger, the leader skill is Power Wishes and Battle of Fate, which I do love. That we're gonna have another strong Battle of Fate leader here at 170, and this is gonna also have the final trump card in Shadow Dragon Saga as the 30% boost to make it a 200% lead. I'm so happy that they ended up doing final trump card, because that creates a bigger opportunity for 200%. But that Shadow Dragon Saga is so tiny limited. I think they could have done what they could have done here was make it more in a this is a double. They could have made it a double triple and put GT heroes somewhere. I wouldn't have been, I would have been very happy if they would have made it at 170. Would have made this team even a lot better. But if they put GT heroes on the 30% there, I think would have had a lot more impact on the 200% team that you can run, because we're going to take a look at that. And it's very limited to the units that we can use. But anyway, this unit here has the opposite super attack effect than the Z unit here. This unit here raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, so it stacks attack, which is an SA multiplier. It's not inducive of the passive, so increasing the SA multiplier in this case on the 12 key by 30%, and then causes colossal damage to enemy. And the ultra super attack is 18 key, greatly raises attack, which is 50% to the multiplier, and of course that continues to stack and also provides greatly that raises defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Of course, the Z version, you can stack defense. You might say, well, it stacks defense, it's going to be a better unit. However, they make it up here in the passive, and they do it very well. So the passive skill here is attack and defense 200%, so that's straight up a 200% boost there, with the additional attack defense 50% when HP is 50% or more. Again, that's exactly what the Spirit Bomb Z unit has, so that isn't different from anything else. Same thing for the second and the third line here when it comes to the passive, and that's plus an additional defense 100% and additional key +1 per key sphere obtained in the first position, so same thing, and then plus an additional attack 100% and additional key +2 for key sphere obtained when the second or third position. So again, I think that's a very strong way for them to separate a first position or second or third or a floater position. I just realized also, right, it's the other portions of this is the exact same. Launches additional attack and has a great chance of becoming super attack when your key is 18, and then launches an additional super attack when key is 24. So literally the exact same passive, except for the bottom portion right here, than the Z unit. So the GT is exactly the same, except plus additional 1 key and reduces damage by 10% up to 50% with each super attack performed. So on the Z unit, you're going to get critical chance. This, I think, is way more valuable, getting your damage reduction all the way up to 50%. And if you're going to run this on first position here, you are going to get 100% defense, 50% defense, and 200% defense. And then you also get the super attack and ultra super attack boost if you're getting enough if you're getting additional super attacks. So that 50% is widely beneficial, even better than like stacking, because stacking, yes, it increases your defense, but you have to continue to make that grow and grow and grow and grow. In this case scenario, you're growing, but you're getting damage reduction overall, and 50% is super strong. So they built both of the units incredibly well. I just like this a little bit better because that 50% damage reduction, I think, is more valuable than the crit chance, which you can really build that out a lot easier in hidden potential orbs, where you can't build damage reduction in hidden potential orbs. If they started doing that, that would be actually really good. So maybe in the future they provide you a hidden potential orb to increase damage reduction. But anyway, let's go ahead and now move on to the standby skill here. Again, same thing as the Z unit here. Switch to standby for 5 turns. Can be activated. HP is 50% or less after receiving 4 or more attacks during the start of battle. So I think that's different actually than the Z unit there. So receiving 4 or more attacks versus, I believe, doing XYZ amount of attacks there. But this is starting for the 4th turn when the start of battle once only. So the standby skill is totally different. Once you stand by, and then also the finishing effect is totally different than the Z unit, so we'll go into that in just 1 second. The Link skills, same warrior race, the same lineage, experienced fighters, GT, prepare for battle, fierce battle, legendary power. Again, very strong there. I wish, this is one of the key issues here, I wish you can have more GT units or GT heroes, because Shadow Dragon Saga does remove a lot of some GT heroes units that you can run, and I think they could have easily put in GT heroes as a 3rd category for a 200% boost. But anyway, the category: Shadow Dragon Saga, Pure Saiyans, Join Forces, Final Trump Card, All Out Struggle, Connected, Hope, Powerful Comeback, GT Heroes, Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent Child, Power Wishes. Another thing I wish they would have did this for this unit here was add Power Beyond Super Saiyan, which of course Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta entails there. But yes, you only have base form Goku. It just would have been nice they would have added something like that, so you can run it on like the LR Gods team and things of that nature. So it would have been nice, but I still like this unit really a lot. So now let's move into the transformation here. So this is a standby skill. You can actually see the animation, which is really good. Turns blue, and then the Goku comes out, and yeah, that's pretty awesome. So that is the unit. The interesting thing about this unit, when you do the standby skill, you actually transform into just Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta. So interesting move that they ended up doing there. Now, the huge difference is you can actually still attack and use your turn while you are transformed for these 5 turns. So remember, this only lasts for 5 turns. And you have a 12 key and an ultra super attack at 18 key, whereas the Z, you can't attack, you just have to charge up and you do like this final finishing move. In this case scenario, you greatly raises attack greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy. Ultra super attack is greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, and raises super class allies attack by 40% for 1 turn. So that's very strong if you put him in first position. But the position move doesn't matter anymore. You actually are removing from that, and your passive skill here is Great Miracles, attack 250% plus an additional 150% when HP is 50% or above. And you lose everything else, right? So you don't lose like the stack on the SA multiplier, but your damage mitigation and all that stuff that's removed. The reason why, and then all allies keep +8 and then attack 80%. The reason why is you're going to have this revival ability. So revives 100% recovered when the character or ally is attacking and in the same turn is KO'd once only, and plus an additional 39% to attack when performing a finishing attack. Now the finishing attack is you revive and then you counter with the ultra with a super ultra spirit bomb. I think that is absolutely incredible. Counters with extreme power, which I'm not sure exactly what that multiplier actually is, but and it's against the opponent who's KO'd the character ally attacking the same turn, and then can be activated when revival skill is activated once only. So again, you can only do this one time. You do the counter, you die, you come back, you do the finishing attack, and if the person still lives, you just revert back to this unit here, and you're gonna get. And I assume this, I haven't fully tested it out yet, but I assume that all the things that you've built already, you're back to where you were before. So I don't think you have to rebuild up your key. You don't have to rebuild up your damage reduction, things of that nature. I think everything is just back to normal from when you actually did the standby here. So again, I really, really like it. It's was very, very strong as a overall unit. I do like it better than the charging effect and gathering key orbs and things of that nature from the Z unit. I just love a revival mechanic because the revival mechanic is very, very strong. So anyway, let's start building out some teams here and look at some options that you're going to be running with this unit, and that is start off with the 200%. As you can see, again, very limited. You can run like some extreme units on here, but when you're building out this team, generally you're going to be, in my opinion, you're going to be running the Spirit Bomb Z. And then I guess you're going to run the GT unit with this, right? Because, you know, Gogeta in itself, you're going to link up, you know, in various different spots, you know, more so than possibly some other GT units. But you can run like Super Saiyan Vegeta. You can run Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Full Power Goku, or Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or Gogeta. So, you know, again, you want to have that GT link activated. Now, very similar to the Z unit is you're just really lacking on support units. And you know me, I love to run some support units as a floater, but in this case scenario, you really don't have any options. What opens this team up, right, is I wish you had more 200% options, and that worked a lot better within the team, because it's just kind of, you know, it doesn't really link all that great perfectly, things of that nature. But what really helps us out in building this when you're building out teams is when you're adding the 170% options on here. Being that is because you can run virtually all the top tier units on one team. You can run LROP, you can run you know, I just realized I did not put in another great unit. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause. It'll be like a second for you guys. So I realized I clicked on the wrong slide. There we go, right here. So this one right here, you can see you can run virtually the top tier units all pretty much on the same team. You can run LRGG, you can run both Spirit Bombs, you can run LROP, you can run the Dokkan Festival exclusive LR Easy Aid AGL Transformation Gohan. Yeah. So when you're adding the 70% options, 170% options on here, yes, you can't run it at 200, but again, I really don't need to have that, you know, with LRGG running in first position there. So that rotation in of itself, LRGG and the LR Spirit Bomb GT, you're not going to link very well. However, neither of them is, you know, really a necessity of, you know, LRGG. You can just get regular 12 key super attack and you're fine. Of course 18 is going to be better, but you can still get the 24 key and things of that nature if you're running in second position, being that you're going to get key +2 for every key sphere obtained. So yeah, super strong here. If you took out LRGG, because you can't run, you know, on first position both of the Spirit Bomb GT units on there. If you want more defense with the damage mitigation, you can run either way, and it can be extremely well. You can put Ultimate Gohan on here if you wanted to, a bunch of other alternatives as well. You can even run a extreme team as well, and this extreme team is very goofy because you're you're just wasting the Spirit Bomb GT unit. But yeah, if you want to have some fun with it, you can run a majority extreme team as well. You do have some extreme unit options on here, but again, you're going to be running more like this on here. Now, biggest issue, again, the biggest issue, even more so than the Z team that you're able to run with the LR Spirit Bomb Z, is that the support units there's nothing. And if they can create a support unit for this team here, that would be absolutely incredible. But unfortunately, how it's built right here, Battle of Fate or Power of Wishes really lacks the support units like a Pan, right? If they gave a Pan-like support unit for the super type, for the super class, that would be just absolutely incredible. But anyway, those are your teams there. So I am gonna show, usually when I do these team builds, I'm just showing the main unit as the leader and friend. However, I am just going to point out the LRGG team. LRGG is way more valuable now. You're able to run both on the team here, so you can run it as like a floater. You can run in the second position. You can run, Namek Goku as a floater. It's just crazy. You can run like something like this, right? And run this unit right here. It's just the combinations are crazy with the LRGG team. So definitely be able to do that. But I am going to point out a team that's fairly underrated, and that is a full 200% Join Forces Movie Heroes Pure Saiyans, right? Look at this beast of a team. It's pretty amazing, actually. You do have some other alts here if you don't have like Namek Goku, but if you have the 7-year anniversary units and you have the 8-year anniversary units, plus you have the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta from the Worldwide Celebration, yeah, you're running this really strong. But a different combination, of course, you can run LROP with the Strength Piccolo, and even though that 170%, this team I don't think can die, it seems like. Of course, you have to pick your position sometimes with the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, because they are head and shoulders not as good as any of these units on here, especially on the defensive side. But amazing that you can run this many types of combinations with the Join Forces Movie Heroes Pure Saiyans team. So kind of keep that in mind. I just wanted to throw this out here just for a little different viewpoint, since I already did this LRGG on the Z team on there. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about the GT unit. I like them slightly better than the Z unit here, just because you can run this team here, and I think this team overall is like a crazy team with very few weaknesses, and would have a very fun time. Again, the link aspect of it all isn't going to be all that strong, but you're just running OP units literally with Orange Piccolo and others on the same team, and it's just outstanding. But let me know who you guys like better, GT or Z, and tell me what you guys think about this unit overall. But anyway, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.